What's up, guys? It's me back here, San Antonio Geek, and welcome back to another video on my channel. This is going to be another album review, which this one is the one that I've been wanting to do ever since I discovered this band. But yeah, this is probably one of the best albums from 2008. Yeah, that's when the album was released. One of the best albums from 2008 that I've heard. I only heard I've only heard this band for like what, few weeks now, and they're great. They're of course a pop punk band from the late 2000s. Of course, I kind of kept saying that, but the album. Well, first of all, the band's called Hey Monday, and the album is called Hold On Tight from 2008. Now this, it's kind of hard to explain this album, but like the effect they can have on you, it can either be like, oh, just another pop punk, just another scene band from the 2000s, or it could be that, oh, this band is great. The vocals are awesome, and the second part is the second option is definitely me. I love this album and this band. I've only recently discovered them. Okay, so story time. I discovered them when I was going through my YouTube recommendations, right? And so one of the videos popped up. It was the video for the first single on this album. So I watched it. So I watched the video. The video was cool, but the song was even better. And that's when I instantly got yeah, I'm listening to the music like nonstop. Like that's how much that's how much it's been affecting me. Like it's great. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into the songs now. And unfortunately, I can't play them anymore in the background because there's this new DCMA bullcrap where if you play a song, like we're playing a copyrighted song for any amount of time that could potentially be like, that could potentially get you in trouble or whatever. So I'm not gonna take any chances. I'm gonna do this review unedited because I don't want to take a risk and all that. So we're starting off with the very energetic punk song that is track one, Set Off. Now this one is about like, this relationship that's like not really. You could say it's similar to the story of Romeo and Juliet, where both sides are like from opposite ends, like the girl's from a different family and the boys from different families, so their parents are like not really supportive of the relationships, so they're gonna do whatever they can to make it work, or whatever. They're gonna try to like run away or something, because kind of like they did. Kind of like Romeo and Juliet did, but then that didn't end well. if you know the ending to that story, I think it's a Shakespeare thing or whatever. But yeah, that story didn't have a good ending to it. Long story short, both of them ended up dying, which is kind of depressing. But hey, oh, and spoilers, by the way. Okay, so yeah, Set Off is a great opening song with a really nice hook to it, with a really nice punk hook to it. And yeah, that's about it. Now we have probably next up one of the singles, How You Love Me Now, which was the second song that I heard from them. Again, guys, it's got a bit of a sing-along chorus, like how can you sleep, how can you breathe? When you say how you love me now, it's honestly it's a great song too, but it's not my favorite song of the album. We'll get to that right now. So How You Love Me Now is a great song. It's a great song. It's also a great single too. It's got that, the vocals from Casper Hope, which is her name. Her real name's Cassandra, whatever. But I call her Cass just to just to make it easier to say Caspo's vocals, especially on this album, are kind of have the 2000s feel to them, but they're still great. So now we have the most well-known song from them, and probably my favorite song of his record, "Homecoming." Track 3. Now this one is what coming into the band. And it's got that really good, like, let's start with like the little quiet like thing is playing, and then the music escalates into with the punk rock riff, and I'm just like, oh my god, it's about to get it's about to get good. It's about to get good here fast. Now this one's probably the one I'd recommend the most for anybody who's new to this band or wants to discover new songs to listen to. I would recommend this song. I would recommend this album to you even. And sadly, I can't play the songs in the background or do it, or even do it before when I played them at the end of the video where he's out the score or whatnot at the end of the video after I said I was done with the video or whatever. And then you would see it on screen where it would say where I picture the album and like the score, whatever, like one of the songs from it playing in the background. I can't do that. Yeah, I definitely can't do that anymore because copyright. But yeah, "Homecoming" is definitely my favorite song of this record. Now we have one of the more underrated songs of this record, track 4, "Obvious." Now, this one's got a hooks and similar to set off the first track, but still, it's a pretty nice song. It's got some pretty nice instrumentals. It's got like the obvious like type chorus, which is definitely very catchy for what it is. It's a great song. It's a great song. This album only has 2 singles, "High Living Now" and "Homecoming," but the rest of the song is the rest of the deeper cuts on here are definitely hold up. Even 12 years later after this album coming out. I think it's 12. Yeah, 12. Yeah, 12 years later. Which I wasn't really around to listen to this when it first came out because I was only, it's definitely going 8, so I didn't really know much what music was, frankly. If I'm gonna be honest, until like maybe 2013 when I first started to. Because here's another story. So I used to actually, since my first one didn't have YouTube, so I literally had to record the song on my camera and put in headphones and then listen to that, which was kind of cool but weird thing to do at the same time. So, but that's how I listen to music back then. But now since I have a much better phone, I can do different things. There's Spotify, YouTube Music, things like that where I can find the song that I want to listen to like almost instantly at light speed, if you want to call it that. But yeah, that's about it for that story. Okay, so next up we have track 5. Oh yeah, this one is great. Track 5, right in the middle of the album, we have "Candles." Now this was actually re-recorded. I did an acoustic version for one of the EPs, which sadly I've stated this is the only full-length studio album from him on it, which I was completely sad about because that band has so much potential. They did back then, and so yeah. But luckily for me, they did a tour recently, like last year or something, where they had I got these pop punk bands touring with them, and it was pretty well. Well, it wasn't really a tour. It was like a show, a reunion show, whatever. I hope they come out with at least one more album, like full album, like full length studio album, because I want that. Because Cass Pope is now a country solo artist, and I support her for doing that, because she was in country before Monday, and after that she auditioned for the Voice, and she won, which I think was a really good achievement for her. And then she went to that country like after she did, or like after she did with Hey Monday. They released 1 studio album and 3 EPs. Beneath It All in 2010, or 2010. The Candles EP, which had the re-recorded acoustic version of Candles, which is the song in question. And then they had the Christmas EP, which had a few songs on it, which I learned one off of, and it was pretty good. It was shafted from their Christmas EP. But back to this song. It really, I don't like to talk corny or anything, but this one really tugged my heartstring, especially the re-recorded version, because, or the acoustic version for that matter. This one really tugs at your heartstring. Well, at least for me, and I love this track with all my heart. That may sound super corny, but I'm just being completely honest here. I'm not trying to sound like I'm not trying to sound corny. I'm just saying. I'm just speaking to what I feel about this track. This is definitely one of the best songs off it already, and even the acoustic version even. Both are equally as poignant as tugging at the heartstrings and whatnot. So yeah, Candles is a great song. Next up, we've got Run Don't Walk, track 6. Now this one is a bit of a nonsensical one, if you can want to call it that, because she's like lost somewhere, but she's lost with someone she loves or whatever. It's kind of a weird one, but the riff in it is definitely very good. The punk riff in it is definitely effective in what it can, in what it accomplishes. There you go. Okay, so that was that one. Now we have track 7. Josie. This one's basically about a girl who's has problems with drinking, and then she has to like turn life around. Like, it'll be okay. You can turn life. You can turn your life around and stuff like that. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice punk song. I don't keep saying that. I don't keep saying that it's punk song, but it's kind of true. Kiss or Candles was like a bit of a slower one. I think I meant no. Candles was a slower, which I said back in my review of Poison the Paradise by Seether, that slow songs shouldn't always be frowned upon, because they're not like in the same style as the rest of the album. So I say, slower songs shouldn't be ignored or you're like frowned upon or whatnot. Okay, now that one's done, now we've got Hurricane Street, track 8, and this one is another good one. It's basically a typical song about living in a town or whatever, because that's mainly what they're about. Excuse me. It's mainly what they're about, but the chorus is like really, it's live faster. Yeah, I can't sing it. Live faster, live stronger. Better speed or get blown over. Time's wasting. How much longer? Something like that. It's a pretty hard chorus, and once again the riff in it is spot on. Now we got Arizona, track 9. I don't have at least favorite on here, to be honest, because I'm so biased toward loving this band, even though I just got into them as cool as that sound, or as corny and cool at that sound at the same time. But yeah, Arizona is basically a road trip song where she's stuck out in the middle of nowhere, and she wants to get back to home or whatever. It's kind of similar to Run Don't Walk, except it's not really as nonsensical, because there's a reason for it. Well, I wouldn't say Run Don't Walk is. I wouldn't say Run Don't Walk is nonsensical, but they're both great songs for what they are. I'm just saying, it's just how I feel. I don't like to give critical opinions for bands that I love or like or whatever, because that just seems like I'm doing them a service. But if I do positive criticism, then that's a different story right there. So yeah, Arizona track 9 is another good one. Now we've got one of my other favorite line of track 10. Should have tried harder. It's about a relationship that didn't go right, and then they're like, you should have tried harder. convinced me that they gave me the world and stuff like that. It's got a very nice riff to it, and like the chorus saying, "Yeah, you should try harder if you wanted to if you thought I would live into your arms. If you wanted to see this, if you wanted to see this happen, maybe you should have tried harder." The chorus is definitely the best part of the song. It's from front to back. It's kind of none of the songs on this album are particularly long. I think Homecoming definitely almost reaches the 4-minute mark, but the rest of the song I don't think I ever do that at all, which kind of sucks. But also doesn't make it. But also doesn't make it drag on that much. And now we have the final track, 6 Months, which is similar to Candles. It's like Marriage Strings a little bit, but not as much as Candles. But it's definitely a great way to end off the album, because it's just someone just like Candles was, and it's definitely got some really good raw emotion into it, because once again this was from 2008. So this is about missing someone and like missing them or whatever, or if that made any sense. That this track is another way to 10 off his 10 off his nice 10 off his album. Alright, that was One Type by Hey Monday, the only studio album that they've ever released, that they've ever made, which is sad. I think Beneath It All was going to be their second studio album, but they cut it down to an EP before it was released, which I read on somewhere. I was pretty sad about that, because I wanted that to be, because the one single on there, the one single from Beneath It All called I Don't Want an Answer that I keep playing repeatedly. It's just that good of a song from the EP. Alright, so that was Hey Monday, Hold On Tight. One of my favorite 2008 albums, like ever, if you can believe that. Alright, so this album gets the scoring for this album. Let's see. This album gets 9.8 out of 10. It's almost perfect. But no album can be perfect. Well, there was the Starting Line, the debut album, that was a 10 out of 10. But that's not the point. This album is near perfect. It's made arguments to anybody who's a fan of like pop punk, like, you know, the Homegrown Newfound Glory, Descendants, even Fall Out Boy, All Time Low. Who else? Oh, definitely Paramore. Yeah, definitely Paramore. Who else? Good Charlotte too. Yeah, this album will make anybody happy. Yeah, I think. Alright, so that's about it for this review. I would like to thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.